I have worked with Frankie for 9 short years, and you've stumped me. You bring in new things all the time to brighten our indoors.
Well, yeah, we're always trying to look for ways to add some inspiration at this time of year.
Look at this.
What we're doing here on BT, just to let everybody know, is that each and every month we are focusing on a local florist. The local florist this month is Imperial Garden Center, and actually they have a garden center and florist as well. That's some nice, beautiful punch of yellow gypsophilia, which is really quite nice.
Is that what smells nice?
Yeah, and that's to celebrate this weekend. We're going to have Women's Day that's coming up too, so that color is to celebrate. I really want to talk about some of the different plant options that you'll have when you go out to garden centers and grocery stores. Right now you see a lot of spring bulbs that are available, and they're great. You know, tulips, daffodils, hyacinths, irises, all those guys are fantastic to give us that hope and wish and want of spring. However, if you put them in a bright light situation in a warm room, they're going to go very fast, meaning that they're only going to last a few days.
So what do you do to extend the life?
If you want to extend the life, you want to keep the room a little bit cooler, you want to restrict the light. Even if you have an event coming up and they're just about to go into bloom and you're like, oh, but that's Saturday and right now it's Thursday. If you want to hold them and you do have a cold cellar or a fruit cellar, you just put them right in the cold cellar. They'll sit there and not even move, and then bring them out the day of your event, and then they'll really bloom.
If you live in a condo, can you put them outside in a terrace?
No, they'll freeze. It has to definitely be inside, and sometimes there are some better solutions for you. So these guys here, of course, don't last that long, but they're great. I always say they're like a bottle of wine. You enjoy them and then you forget about them.
Okay, how long though? 7 to 10 days?
7 to 10 days. Okay. Oxyalis, which is shamrocks. Right now, March the 17th, coming up right around the corner as we celebrate. It's the 17th we celebrate.
It is,
St. Patty's Day, or is it the 16th? I usually start drinking on the 16th and end off on the 16th. That's what happens. It's all a blur. As long as I'm lucky, who the heck cares? But Oxyalis, of course, is the shamrocks. Those are great to give indoors. They're not going to last as well. They'll last maybe about 2 to 3 weeks. Can they be planted outside after? Yes, indeed. Cyclamen. This guy here. This is a little bit more of a winterish type. It's a plant that blooms on shorter daylight hours. And this one here will last you a very long time. If you have a cool room, this will stay in bloom for even a couple of months.
It's beautiful.
So it's just great. And you know, you put it in a nice brightly colored pot underneath, that adds a little bit of extra color.
Several months?
A couple months, that guy there can bloom, no problem. Primula. These guys are primula over here, and the primula are a perennial plant that will bloom outside if they are planted outdoors after the warnings of frost have gone. Those guys there are a shade plant that grows outdoors, but they're a really nice little inspiration of color that you can also incorporate with some of your spring blooms in a planting that maybe you could put as a centerpiece to celebrate some spring. But this guy here, these guys here, and look at these.
These planters are adorable. I love that you used a big giant mug.
Yeah, you look at the planters there too. The planters are absolutely adorable. But this here, these plants right here that we have, right over here, the calanchulas, best value. This is the best value. I'll spin that right there. Look at Le Jardin. The best value ever. And if you take a look, this is a succulent plant. And being a succulent, it's drought tolerant. You don't need to water it. Blooms will last for a long time.
So if you travel a lot for work, that's a good one.
Yeah, as a coloring indoor plant for color. Also, you can use these and plant them like this into a wall if you wanted to, because they can hang vertically. We've used them at Canada Blooms, and Canada Blooms is coming up. They are also a nice plant that if you have kids that will beat up around them, they're so durable. So if you're looking for long-lasting color, the best value is the calanchulas. And look at how tiny that you can get them too. Look at these little babies.
Why are they so cute when they're little like that?
Cute. But look at that. For about $3, if you want to make somebody happy, you can pop something like that into a little bit of a vase and give it as a gift on a day like this to give some color.
When people are having showers right now for weddings, like bridal showers or baby showers, that's a great little takeaway if you put it, like you said, in a cute little espresso cup or something.
Easy to put in an espresso. You go to the dollar store for that. The #1 killer of calantula, though, is overwatering.
Too much love.
Too much love. So you really want to make sure that they dry out in between watering. So these guys here are going to last a long time. Primulas that are over here, you can replant them outdoors. I can hear Marilyn snorting over in the far corner right now. She's talking about things. These guys you can plant outdoors after frost, and they may come back. We say may. This is a cut flower that's going to last for about 10 days indoors easily. Oxyalis, which is the shamrocks, you know, hopefully they'll be lucky for us and they'll last for about 10 days. And if these guys here are kept cool, they'll last a longer period of time. However, you cannot replant in the garden the tulips after they finish. The hyacinths you can replant in the garden, and the daffodils you can.
What's this, Frank, the smell on this
just
stunning.
hyacinth, and of course that guy there. The amount of fragrance from there
oh my
is
gosh.
fantastic.
It almost smells like, is it lilac or lavender?
Yeah,
what is it?
It does have a nice little lilac kind of flavor that's there.
That's stunning.
Coming up, of course, you're going to be talking about some of the seed starting. If you're thinking about seed starting, now's the time to do your tomatoes. Just want to make mention, too, that this weekend, on Saturday, I'm up in Barrie.
What time?
At noon at the Barrie Home Show. And then on Sunday, I'm in Stratford.
What time?
Stratford, I think I'm there at about 1:30 or 11.
Just follow him on Twitter at Frank Ferragini, as well as frankferragini.com. Did I make that up?
FrankieFlowers.com.
FrankieFlowers.com. That's his last name. It's Frankie Tomatoes. It's Frankie Flowers. Hey.
Hey, oh.
Hey, what does Jen get?